Today is Tuesday, October 26th, 2021. Take a look at price action this morning on the NASDAQ and my trading. Um, at the open, we were on a buy signal on the 1 minute, 2 minute, and 3 minute. So we had quite a bit of support printing. It's a little choppy on the ES, as you can see, leading up to market open. But at market open, we did have a buy signal on 1, 2, and 3. But going back over to the NASDAQ, we had a sweet spot right at the open. Not right at it. You would have gone long at 633 Pacific. I didn't take it, thought about taking it for kind of a quick scalp, but I did not. We would have been in, let's call it 13. Took a little heat down to 6 and change, but then it went up to a high of about 58 and change. 2 green bar exit would have had you out around 35 and change. So in around 13. Maybe a 2 green bar exit at 35 would have been a nice 20 or so point run there. And I did not jump into this sweet spot, but obviously hindsight would have told me to jump in. But yeah, right around here at 657 would have gone in at 658 at 44 and change, just call it 45. When you look at this chart after the fact, it's easy to say, oh, that was a good sweet spot. But in the heat of the moment, you just gotten a lot of green bars. So the trend was kind of mellowing out, if you will, and we did not get to touch support, which obviously a sweet spot. You want to see it touch support, bar turned blue, and then you're in. It got to a low of 2350, and the 1 minute support was at 2125. So almost a little over 2 points that it missed the support by. So anyways, that would have been a great trade, obviously. In at 45, got to a high of 98. So you would have had, if you're looking for like a 50-point target profit on that one, you would have secured your 50 points. 2 green bar exit would have had you out at, let's call it 82. So did not take that trade. I just didn't like the fact that it didn't touch and it was a large bar. Looks like, say we're in at 45, you would have taken quite a bit of heat down to 3250. So you had just under probably about 12.5 point drawdown to get going before it continued onward. I did take a quick little scalp here at 95, and I just locked in a quick 5 points once it did break over 700. Just locked it in real quick and ran and got out. And then that was my only trade for this morning. I just felt like I missed a good run right there. Obviously, there's another opportunity to get in here. Would have been a valid trade. Don't love, the fact that it was already kind of trending and you had been in that trend for, let's say, about 8 minutes. You had 8 bars before you finally got the signal to go in. Don't love those trades. And obviously it's easy to say now because that one did not work out. You might have been in this range around here at 50 or so. Stop would have been up here. And you would have been stopped out when that buy signal printed at 68. So that would have been an 18-point loss. A great quick just run right here came out of nowhere. Ideal sell signal in at let's call it 48.25. Let's call it 48. And look at that thing. If you had a 50-point target profit, boom, 50 points in less than 3 minutes. I mean, that's just nuts. I don't know what happened there. That would have been a great trade if you didn't have that. You would have locked in right here at the 2 green bar exit, something closer to 20 points, maybe 22 points. Um, a little sweet spot here. Took a little bit of heat. Let's see, 29. Probably would have been on a 10 point, just above that bar. I would have been safe. It came up to about 37. That one ran pretty well. But yeah, just I don't know. I wasn't fully locked in this morning. Obviously missed some good trades. There were some good trades. This one was a tough one to miss out on. Because I did run pretty nicely. Secure a quick 5 little scalp there. Nothing too crazy, but would have loved to jump in right here with a 50 pointer. But that is what it is. But yeah, good trending morning. I mean, if we zoom out, look at that. That is a thing of beauty. I mean, last couple weeks, last week mainly, saw a ton of green on the chart. Lots of blue and red, but just seeing a clean trend up. Obviously hard to get into with a sweet spot entry at the open. Barely, almost touching, and just not quite touching, so hard to get into there. But just seeing the blue and then just a clean switch over to red. I love seeing that. It makes it look like a great chart, clean uptrend and then a clean downtrend to follow and some actual follow through. That's what I like to see. So excited for the rest of the week. It is earnings week. A lot of big names within the NASDAQ are reporting earnings this week. So hopefully some of this kind of volatility and some of these clean, trends will continue into the week. That is Tuesday, October 26th, 2021.